Do you have a lot of really fun and exciting footage from a recent vacation that you just took and you want to make a video that you can share with your family and friends? Well, this video will show you how an easy-to-use product called Filmora by Wondershare can create amazing travel and vacation videos with little to no effort. So I get a lot of questions on how I make my vacation videos. There's not one simple answer. It's taken some time to even get good at it, but there's many things that go into making high quality travel videos. The first thing you're going to want is good footage. You don't want shaky video or just random clips of you really not doing anything. So I'll discuss those in one of my upcoming videos on how to capture high quality footage. The next thing you're going to want to have is a proper camera equipment. I think this goes without saying. While your phone can do quite a bit, you're going to want an action camera such as a GoPro or a quality DSLR type of camera to capture high quality footage. The last thing that's going to piece this all together is a program. Now there's several video production programs out there such as Final Cut, Adobe Premiere, iMovie, or even just programs that come with your equipment such as GoPro's Capture or Quick App. Now if you're like me, you have probably a busy schedule, makes it almost impossible to learn a newer advanced video editing software. If you watch my earlier videos, you can see the quality gradually increased over time. I used basic programs then that did not have a lot of features, but then once I came across Filmora and started using that, it quickly became so much better. Let's talk a little bit more about Filmora for a second. Wondershare Filmora, it's a paid software. It's $59.99 for a lifetime license. That comes with the entire program, which we'll walk through here in a little bit, but some of the awesome features include fun and unique transitions, there's music options, there's overlays and animations, and then they also have an effects store. In that effects store, you can download a bunch of packs, whether it's a movie pack, it's a travel set. They really add a lot more to your videos. As you can see, they offer a free download. I think there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Even if you're just dabbling around, you don't know if you want to spend the $60 to get the full program, try it out. You're going to fall in love with it. You're going to find how easy it is to make these cool videos. Now let's go ahead and dive into the actual program itself. So this is the initial interface here. You can create a new movie. You can open a recent project that you've been working on. They also have an action cam tool, which is great for GoPro type cameras. But let's go ahead and just create a new movie here. Once you load this on up, you'll see the user interface here. On the left hand side, here's your navigation. You have your media folder, which you can have subfolders in there for each of the different projects that you're working on. They have music. So if you have different types of music that you want to add to it, do keep in mind though, these are copyrighted. So if you are trying to monetize any of your videos, these will not likely work. You have text overlays. They have a lot of really neat features here. So as you can see, if you were to add this on in here, this might be an intro. You'll notice this one lives on a lot of my videos. Really neat, nifty little opener. They have transitions. So they have a ton of transitions. So every time a new frame comes in or a new clip, it can have an added effect. You can have that on as many as you want, and they have a ton to choose from. They have filters. Filters are pretty common, what you would expect from Instagram or Facebook, editing those types of photos. Cool little feature there. You have overlays. You also have elements. It's like these little icons you can place on top of a video. Now, if you're looking to make a really like a fun video, you might want to add these in, but if you're going to be sharing this with a travel community, these probably are not going to get utilized too much. And then if you want to have a split screen, want to have a lot going on, they have that option here out of the box. So as you can see, quite a bit going on here just out of the box. Let's go ahead and set up a new project. So you click on this, you search your computer for where your content might live, whether that's videos, pictures. I have a lot of videos here. Don't want to load them all because it does take some time, but I'm just going to choose a couple. And we'll get these loaded on in. Once we kind of get through this basic tutorial here, I'll show you what a full project looks like and then what the final product and output is. But as you can see, these are loading on into this project here. So now that they're loaded in, you just drag them down and now they'll populate. So now you can start really editing this video. You can remove, detach the audio if you're going to have some kind of music playing. You don't want any of the background noise. You can trim the clips. Let's say you don't want to have the entire clip on this in here because it's not fun, it just doesn't make sense, or you're just looking for a couple seconds of it, you can do that. You can have a mouse or a mic voiceover. So that's what this signifies here. You click on this, you start, it's going to play the clip, and you'll just record your voice over it. Of course, you can delete any clips. If you delete something too much, you can just simply drag it back. It's all saved here within Wondershare Filmora. Makes for really handy. There's other editing tools that you can use here. You can see you can adjust the brightness, the contrast, really play with the video itself. If you want to speed it up, slow motion, you can do that. Then there's also the audio. You can have it fade in. A lot of times I'll transition music, so I'll have the music fade on in, fade on out. If you want it to be, of course, louder, anything like that, all controlled here. Even remove background noise. Let's go ahead and add just a couple more of these in here. And I'm going to start to add some effects on in here. So let's just say I want to have some kind of music in here. Just drop that in here. Now you can hear the music kind of play with it. You get a feel for how it's going to sound. Of course, that seems a little aggressive at the time. Let's see here. This is text overlay. So again, if we want to have a fun intro, so you can see those are easy to add on in. Now let's add in a couple transitions. Again, I'm going to shorten these, detach the audio, delete it. This also will probably save on the overall size of the file, because if you're making a 4 or 5 plus long video, it's going to be quite a large file. All right, let's add a few more. I also, as I mentioned, I bought a couple packs here, and you can see that they live in here. So they have some fun ones. I think I spent $30 on some of these transitions, and they really do. They make your video look so much more professional. Now let's do a quick preview. And you can change the speed of these transitions if you want. So they speed up a little faster, they last longer. You can just expand them here. I typically don't lose a lot of the filters or the overlays quite that much, just because don't do too much for some of the videos. Some of my review videos I'll add in text like this, or you might see in my some of my videos, the little palm tree that stays on the bottom there. This is just a text here. Swap it in here. You can have different fonts. You can control it up here. You can control the colors, the borders, the opacity. You can even control the animations. And there's a ton that you guys can choose from. This here, this will render the video. So prior to you actually creating it, it takes 20-30 minutes depending on how long it is to actually make the video and piece it together. But if you just want to see it in real time, you can just hit this. It'll render the video so you can watch it smooth playback here, just because it's such a large file. And on that note, try to close a lot of the heavier applications that you might be using. Those tend to really bog down this application. So if you have Photoshop open or a large email client or something like that, close all those down. Just work with Wondershare Filmora. You'll find it to be a lot easier. So this will go ahead and render. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what a final product of this video that I made looks like, so you can see all the bells and whistles that have really come together. So we'll come back here in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back. So here's the final product that I've built out for my PP Island review video. You can see here I got openers, I got voiceovers, I got my travel logo, a lot of different clips here, different music that fades in and out. You can see a lot going on here, so you really can build a pretty cool video here. Once you have everything that you want, you've rendered it, you've previewed it, and now you're ready to export it to see what it looks like. That's simple and easy to do. There's this export tool here. You can give it a name. select where you want to save it. Choose your location on your desktop, wherever. It'll show here. Select your format. Typically I'm going to use MP4 or .mov. Select your resolution. I'm typically going to use a 380 or 3840 by 2160. That's going to get you the 4K. The 4000, it's going to look a little off. It's not going to be the direct, 2:1 type format. So I usually just go with this one and get you close enough. And then the frame rate. If you're going to have a lot of slow motion, you're going to want to use a different type of frame rate, higher or lower, depending on how slow or fast you want to go. To play it safe, I typically do around 30 frames per second. You can also save it here for other formats, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Go ahead and hit create, and then it's just going to create the video. It's going to render that video in the proper format. Now keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be 20-30 minutes. So take a break, let this run. Don't play on your computer too much because you don't want it to skip and complicate it. Let this thing run, and we'll come back here and take a look at the final product. Alright guys, here we go. We got the final saved product here. So this is what the Wondershare file looks like, WSVE. Here we have our final video. So again, really appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you find this product to be as simple and easy to use as I have. I provided some links below for you to go ahead and check out Wondershare Filmora. Please let me know if you have any questions. Drop any questions or comments or feedback for Wondershare Filmora, or just to get to a little bit more information on it. Follow us on social media, and again, thanks for watching.